यहाँ देखाएको आउटफिट देखाएको रे खुट्टा काम्यो कति देर लगाइ चल्यो
Prize for making it look like a steam train.
London Tower Bridge. सेन्टरमा छौँ जस्तो लाग्यो खानाको कति पछि मोमो फाइनली रेडी भइसकेको छौँ यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ श्रृङ्खला दिदी रेडी भइसक्यो हामी चाहिँ अब चाहिँ कहाँ जाने हामी रेडी हुनुको लागि यहाँ इसाको फ्यामिली हुनुहुन्छ अनि अब चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ जाँदैछौँ अनि त्यसपछि हामी बसेको चाहिँ होटल रहेको छ यो होटल रहेको छ अनि यहाँ बसेको हामी चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि यहाँ इसा चाहिँ रेडी भइसक्नु भयो ऊ श्रृङ्खला दिदी त्यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ अनि हामी चाहिँ जाँदैछौँ म चाहिँ नेपाल आउनु लगाएको होइन हामीले मजाक गरे हो हामी चाहिँ लन्डन आएको अहिले चाहिँ हामी घुम्न बाहिर निस्किसकेको छौँ अनि लन्डनमा हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ हजुरहरूले सिटी अनि अब चाहिँ जान्छौँ हामी यहाँबाट चाहिँ अब त्यहाँबाट ट्युब हो कि समथिङ के लिनुपर्छ अरे त्यहाँबाट गएर हामी चाहिँ लन्डन ब्रिजमै गएर म हजुरहरूलाई देखाउने छु त्यो चाहिँ आफ्नो फ्यामिलीसँग कुरा गरेर यहाँ देखाएको आउटफिट देखाएको रे अनि आफ्नो आउटफिट देखाएर चाहिँ आफ्नो फ्यामिलीलाई अब चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ जानुपर्ने हुन्छ यहाँ चाहिँ ऊ भइरह अब चाहिँ म चाहिँ मेरोमा चाहिँ ऊ छैन क्या यो फोन नयाँ हो नि त अनि मैले पुरानो फोन युज गरिरहेको छु मसँग चाहिँ सिम कार्ड छैन त्यही भएर मेरोमा चाहिँ डाटा अन गर्नु केही नि मिल्दैन अब त्यस्तै त हो नि होइन यो चाहिँ मेरो आउटफिट रहेको छ देख्यो किन थाहा होइन रङ डाइरेक्सनमा हिँडेर केही छैन केही थाहा नपाएर केही गरेर पुरा इसाले चाहिँ मलाई उहाँले चाहिँ मलाई छिटो खुट्टा लम्काउ भन्नुभएको छ अब लम्काउने होला चेन लाग्छ त निसा माई गड इसा पहिला चेक गरिहाल्नुपर्छ नि त नि अब हामी चाहिँ यतातिर जान्छौँ हामी रङतिर गएर आएछौँ अब चाहिँ यतातिर जान्छौँ अनि अरू चाहिँ केही नि छैन हौ त्यस्तो भन्नलाई यो चाहिँ म सधैँ निस्किन्छ हो मुखबाट के हो यस्तो के हो जिन्दगी के हो हामी चाहिँ अब जानुपर्ने हुन्छ लिटरली यसरी हेरेर आएको अनि अप्ठ्यारो लाग्यो मलाई अप्ठ्यारो लाग्यो इसा यता हेर्नु केही बोल्दिनँ म त बोल्नै सकेन हौ ह्याङओभरै
तर लन्डन सफा रहेछ
सफा लाग्यो हजुरलाई सफा छ नि होइन सफा पनि छ राम्रो पनि छ हौ इसा अनि अब चाहिँ जानुपर्ने हुन्छ 1-2 बजिसकेको छ इसा है के अवसानी के त नि रानी हो बन्दीपुरे माया हो होइन नि नेपालगञ्जको माया हो अब काठमाडौँको नेवार्नी
कसैलाई चाहिएमा सम्पर्क गर्न
माई गॉड इसा त हजुरको बाबाले नि हेर्नुहुन्छ भिडियो
काठमाडौँको नेवार्नी हो
ल भ्याकेन्सी ओपन
लसुन त बल्ल खोले मैले चेन
इसा पाट्यो इसामा त खुट्टा काम्यो थ्याङ्क यू
यतिको ठिक हुन्छ न
छोटो त भएन ल बोलाइसक्नु हामी चाहिँ दगुर्न पर्ने हुन्छ गाइज म चाहिँ दगुरेँ अब जाने यो दगुरेको त हुँदै हुने क्या म त दगुर्नै पर्ने ल लन्डनको रोडमा पनि दगुर्ने आज फाइनल्ली तर मलाई त थाहा छैन तर हेर्नु सक्नुहुन्छ बिग बेन हो हामी चाहिँ बिग बेन आइसकेको छौँ इसा ढोगरे कति राम्रो क्या कति राम्रो राम्रो वाउ वाउ हात पकड्नु न हात पकड्नु वाउ कस्तो राम्रो यार यति धेरै मान्छे क्या ल भयो अब मोबाइल लगेर डर लाग्यो म त मेरो मोबाइल हराइसक्यो म त हराउनु चाहन्न अब चाहिँ एकछिनमा देखाउँछ होइन कति धेरै बिग बेनमा पुगेको छौँ अघि पनि यहाँ देखाइसकेको थियौँ उता साइड हामी उता साइडबाट आएको नि त उता साइडबाट आएर अनि त्यसपछि रोड क्रस गरेर यहाँबाट आएको यहाँबाट चाहिँ फोटो सेसनहरू भइरहेको छ त्यसपछि यहाँ चाहिँ भइहाल्यो भने कस्तो राम्रो छ क्या अनि त्यसपछि हामी चाहिँ जानु लाग्यो अब चाहिँ जान्छौँ अब कस्तो अनकम्फर्टेबल भएर कति धेरै मान्छे फोनहरू चोरी हुन्छ नि त त्यही भएर मैले धेरै भिडियोहरू चाहिँ बनाएको छैन अनि फोनहरू चोरीको सम्भावना चाहिँ धेरै हुन्छ फोन चाहिँ धेरै ननिकाल भन्नुभयो लास्टै भिड छ हेर्नु सक्नुहुन्छ हजुरहरूले पनि हेर्नुहोस् वेलकम टु लन्डन बेबी पछि याद आयो मेरो बेबी नै छैन अनि आफै भन्दै हाँस्दै गरेर फोटो हेर्नु फोटो कति धेरै खिचिरहनु फोटो अनि म चाहिँ जान्छु हजुरहरूलाई पनि देखाउँदैछु मैले अनि त्यसपछि के भन्नु लाग्यो भने चाहिँ अनि अरू त यस्तै नै हो यार के हुनु र अनि त्यसपछि जान्छ भने कस्तो राम्रो छ है हजुरहरूले पनि हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ म हजुरलाई मस्त देखाउँछु ल वाउ आई लाइक द भ्यू
गाइस हामी चाहिँ लन्डनको
डुङ्गो चढ्नु यहाँ चाहिँ हामी वेट गरिरहेछौँ अनि त्यसपछि या इसो त अब हामी चाहिँ जानुपर्छ भिडियो बनाउन त मिल्छ होला नि है भिडियो बनाउन त मिल्छ होला नि है
मिल्छ अभियसली मिल्छ
या हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ वेलकम टु लन्डन बेबी
हाम्रो चाहिँ लन्डन टुर राम्रो भइरहेछ एकदमै मजा आइरहेछ
मजा आइरह
फोटो जहाँ पनि खिचिरहेछौँ क्या हामीले तर मजा आइरहेछ
अनि हामी चाहिँ अब बोट चढ्नुपर्छ बोटी चढ्नुपर्छ बोटी
दुईटा गाइड हुनुहुन्छ टुरिस्ट हो नि त
हामी टुरिस्ट हो नि त्यहाँ गाइड हुनुहुन्छ
तपाईँहरू पनि खिच्नु न त फोटो हामीले
त्यही त भन खिचिदिन्छौँ भनेकै छ इसाले होइन इसा वाउ हामी चाहिँ अब जाँदैछौँ कस्तो राम्रो क्या कस्तो राम्रो कस्तो राम्रो खोला 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 वाउ गाइस हेर्नुहोस् बोटमा जाने हो बोटमा जाने हो बोटमा जाने हो This is our boat. Okay. कस्तो राम्रो छ है बोटमा जाने हो अब त हेलो हाँसेर यसो ढल्छु क्या म त वाउ कस्तो राम्रो यार वाउ भाइबै अलग हुन्छ है गाइजहरू भाइब चाहिँ अलग गराउनै पर्छ ल गाइज भाइब चाहिँ अलग गराउनु पर्छ हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ हजुरहरूले वाउ बस्ने सिटै छैन क्या हो वाउ कस्तो राम्रो हो ल गाइज चल्यो एन्टी लाइट पऱ्यो क्या इसा तर यतातिर ल चल्यो गाइज हेर्नुहोस् हजुरहरूले ल भ्युजहरू चाहिँ म हजुरलाई मसँगै देखाउँछु मसँग नै उ गर्नु यहाँ इसामा भिडियो गर्नु
त्यो रियल क्यामेरा बनाइदिनु
ल चल्यो गाइज एकछिन हेर्नुहोस् मजा आयो
We'd like to point out places of interest to try and make the trip a little bit more interesting. Want to make a mistake or get a bit lost, do bear with me. On our right, we're passing London's #1 tourist attraction, the London Eye. Now, the Eye opened in the millennium year. It was sponsored by British Airways. They gave up their sponsorship. Charing Cross Station, which is over on the left, is the building with the curved roof. The architect who designed that station was given a £10,000 prize for making it look like a steam train emerging from a tunnel. I've been looking at that station for a few years. I've got no idea what medication the architect was taking, because it looks more like a 1950s jukebox to me. But they did win £10,000, so well done to them. As we pass through this bridge, it's the only point on our journey today where we pass under and over a railway at the same time. It's also where we make a brief stop alongside Embankment Pier to pick up a few more people. So bear with me for a few moments, folks. We're back with you when we leave Embankment.
Wow, it's nice.
Because it was built by the Women's Land Army during the Second World War. The ladies built the longest bridge in central London, just under a quarter of a mile. It's also one of the only bridges in central London to have been built on time and on budget. So well done to the girls. On our right we have a large concrete building. This is the National Theatre. It was voted the ugliest building in London for over 10 years. That was until somebody finally built an uglier building downriver in Woolwich, which is actually a Tesco. This area off to our right, this is the South Bank Centre. They have over 5,000 indoor and outdoor performances throughout the year. They also have some is Stamford Wharf. It's locally known as the Oxo Tower. That building was a cold store for the Oxo company. When they had it designed, it was illegal to advertise along the River Thames unless your company worked with boats. Oxo makes stock cubes. They have got nothing to do with boats, so they were taken to court. They argued that it was merely a coincidence that the windows up on their tower spelt their company name, Oxo. Surprisingly, the judge agreed with them. They've had over 90 years of free advertising ever since. I think to commemorate a Dominican monastery that stood over on the left. The monks at that monastery wore black habits. That's where we get the name Black Friars. Now if you look at the buttresses, they resemble church pulpits, and there are statues of birds nesting underneath. On the upper side we have statues of freshwater birds. On the lower side we have statues of seawater birds. That's because this area is brackish water. It's a mixture of the two. Now the following bridge is Blackfriars Railway Bridge. It was built by John Wolfe Barry and Henry Mark Brunel, the son of Isambard Kingdom Brunel. This bridge replaced the old London to Chatham and Dover Railway. That was taken away, and the red columns on either side, they're all that remains. If they took the red columns away, it would undermine the foundations of the other two bridges. Now the Blackfriars station actually sits on top of this bridge. It has the largest solar panelled roof in Europe. On a sunny day here in London, it can provide up to 80% of the station's electricity. Off to our left we have the magnificent dome of St Paul's Cathedral. St Paul's was designed by Sir Christopher Wren. It stands 365 feet high. It has the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world. The largest is on St Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. And it was closed by the police because it wobbled quite violently. They had to close this bridge for 2 years while they spent millions of pounds dewobblising it just to make it safe. As we pass through this bridge, we'll make a brief stop on the right at Bankside to pick up a few more people. And also on the right, we've got a white building of a thatched roof. That's a replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. It was the idea of Sam Wanamaker, an American film producer and director. You can see Shakespearean plays performed over there, in period dress costume from only £5.
इसाको नाम आयो हजुरको
And
नाम आयो
there's
इसा
excellent value for
हजुरको
live
नाम आयो
entertainment here
खुसी लाग्यो
in London. His own personal prison, the Clink. And that was a prison for debtors and heretics. Also on the right, tucked between the buildings, is a wooden sailing ship, a working replica of Sir Francis Drake's ship, the Golden Hind. Francis Drake circumnavigated the globe on the original. He stole so much gold from the Spanish that they called him El Draco, the dragon. When he came back to England, he gave the gold to Queen Elizabeth I, and he paid off our national debt. If only we had someone like him today. That replica has actually been around the world twice. Also on the right, but behind the trees, is London's second largest place of worship, Southwark Cathedral. That's the resting place of Edmund Shakespeare, the younger brother of William Shakespeare. It's also where a young man was baptised. His name was John Harvard. He was a son of a local butcher. He later went off to America, where he helped to found the Harvard Library and University. We're now passing through London Bridge. This is the 5th bridge to span the river on this site. The first one was a wooden bridge built by the Romans in around 43 AD. This bridge was opened by our late Queen in 1973. It replaced the last bridge, which was found to be falling down. We did the only thing that we could think of. We took the old bridge down stone by stone. The stones were numbered and sold to an American company for £2 million. The old bridge now spans the man-made Lake Havasu in the Arizona desert. Off to our left we have a sandy coloured building with golden fish for weather vanes. That's the old Billingsgate fish market. There was a fish market on that site for over 900 years. It's now moved to larger premises in the Docklands area, where it is still famous for its fresh fish and the foul language from its porters. A young man called Maurice Micklewhite started his career there. He later went on to become the famous Cockney actor Michael Caine. A lot of people say that Billingsgate is where he learnt how to swear properly. Not many people know that. Now ahead of the boat we have HMS Belfast. She was built in the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, the same shipyard as the ill-fated Titanic. The Belfast saw action during the Second World War. She's now part of the Imperial War Museum. You can explore 9 decks of the Belfast from the engine room all the way up to the Captain's Bridge. That makes an excellent day out if you like naval or maritime history. Ahead of us on the left we have the Tower of London. The square keep with the 4 turrets, that's the White Tower. It was built for William the Conqueror. It was completed in 1098. Over the last 900 years, the tower has been a royal palace, the Royal Mint, an armoury, observatory, a menagerie, place of execution, and home to the crown jewels. Traitors were tried at Westminster Hall, where we started. They were brought down river in a small boat. They were taken into the tower to be imprisoned or executed. Contrary to popular belief, less than 10 people were executed inside the Tower of London. The majority of the executions took place outside of the tower, up on Tower Hill. Now ahead of the boat we have Tower Bridge. This bridge was designed by Horace Jones and John Wolfe Barry. It was completed in 1894. The centre span of Tower Bridge opens like a drawbridge to allow large shipping into the upper pool of London. The 2 centre bascules weigh 1,100 tonnes each. They are so well balanced they could be opened just 1 pint of water in only 90 seconds. Nowadays, the bridge is electric and it has a working museum as well. For £12.30, you take the lift to the top of the North Tower, cross the top walkways, and explore the Victorian engine rooms on the right-hand side. As we pass through Tower Bridge, we'll be leaving the City of London, the 1 square mile. We'll be entering the Greater London area of 600 square miles. It's also where we make our next stop, which is Butler's Wharf Pier. If you are going to Greenwich, just remain on board the boat because we go to Greenwich next. If you are not going to Greenwich, then you leave the boat here. Now, if you're leaving us, folks, just remain in your seats until we've completely stopped alongside the pier. And once we have come to a complete stop, quickly make your way downstairs and off the boat. So once again, if you are going to Greenwich, you stay on board the boat. Now, boats from the Tower back to Westminster leave every 30 minutes. They leave at 10 past the hour and 20 minutes to the hour. The last boat will leave here at 10 past 6. Now, I did say at the start we're not official tour guides on these boats, we're only the crew of the boat, here to take you along the river safely. We like to point out places of interest to try and make the trip a little bit more interesting. If anybody has enjoyed my few words, and would like to show any appreciation for my efforts as a guide, you can do so down at the exit. I'll be there with the captain's champagne bucket. Anything that's thrown into his shiny tip bucket is very gratefully received. Now, that's a very old tradition and it dates back many years, but we understand tradition.
Look at the view, guys. London Tower Bridge.
What's that? Very old side down.
Wow, it's nice. हैन अनि अब चाहिँ हामी कहाँ आइपुगेको गाइजहरू इसा कहाँ पुगेको फोटो खिचेछ म वाक्क लागिसक्यो हौ इसा
हामी त
हो किन भन्नु त
यस
अनि त्यसपछि हामी चाहिँ कहाँ पुग्छौँ थाहा छैन मलाई केही थाहा छैन क्या
यो हामी लाइक लन्डनको सेन्टरमा छौँ जस्तो लागिरहेछ सबै कुराहरू छ यहाँ है ठुल्ठुलो बिल्डिङहरू छ
हजुरले पनि देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ हामीले चाहिँ लन्डनमा ब्रिज चाहिँ त्यो छाडेर आइसक्यौँ यतादेखि आएको नि त हामीहरू अब चाहिँ हामी जाँदैछौँ केही खानु पर्यो भोक लागिसक्यो नि त वाउ राम्रो क्या नि लाइक वाउ कति राम्रो यार कस्तो राम्रो भयो म हजुरलाई पनि देखाउँछु ल हेर्नुहोस् मैले पनि देखेको छैन हामी चाहिँ अब चाहिँ यहाँ नेपाली रेस्टुरेन्टमा खाना आएको कति पछि मोमो
त्यो होइन कि हामी चाहिँ यहाँ प्लम स्ट्रिटमा नेपाली प्लम स्ट्रिटको नेपाली रेस्टुरेन्टमा
ल हाँस्दिनु सबैजना ल ल एकछिन पछि भेट्नुपर्छ लास्ट लाम भयो क्या भिडियो मेरो त्यही भएर मैले बनाउन नि छोडिदिएँ
कस्तो टेरेन हो कि टेरेन हो यो
केही छैन यो चाहिँ के किन हल्लाइरहेको वाउ प्लेन गयो नेपाल गयो क्या पक्कै पनि मम्मी कस्तो राम्रो हो क्या यस्तो गोरो देखाइदियो चाहिँ वा कस्तो क्युट देखेको अब चाहिँ म चाहिँ हिसाब यो भिडियो चाहिँ यही गर्छु ल केही भन्दैन न
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच गाइज भ्लग हेरिदिनु भएकोमा होइन जनताको भ्लग अनि यहीँ इन्ड गर्ने अरे अनि त्यही भएर
लास्टै लामो भयो क्या लास्टै लामो भयो
अनि हामीले चाहिँ आज एकदमै रमाइलो गऱ्यौँ अनि हाम्रो यो लक्ष्मण दाई भनीले हामीलाई एकदमै धेरै घुमाइदिनु भयो एकदमै धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद अनि हामीले चाहिँ नेपाली रेस्टुरेन्ट गएर मोमो खायौँ के खायौँ सबै खायौँ
रमाइलो भयो अब चाहिँ भिडियो चाहिँ लास्ट
आउनेछौँ
लन्डन आउनेछौँ दाइले बोलाएपछि आउनेछौँ दाइ फेरि लजाएर त्यहाँ केही छैन
म चाहिँ राम्रो आएको छैन होला है म राम्रो आएको
चुवाक हेर्नु नम्बर भयो ल ल त्यसपछि
साथीहरू मेकअप हेर्नु मेरो
इसाको आउटफिट त देख्नु भयो होला मेकअप पनि अहिले बेसी हाम्रो अनि अब चाहिँ भिडियोमा यही गर्छु
कस्तो राम्रो होइन
कस्तो हल्लिन्छ लन्डनको ट्रेन यस्तै हो कि के हो यो इसा के हो यस्तो यो किन हल्ल्या लास्ट हल्लिँदो रहेछ हो अब चाहिँ भिडियो यहीँ गर्नुपर्छ बाई सी यु इन नेक्स्ट भिडियो